Hey, so I got another toy from iFi Audio. This is the ZEN Phono Preamp. I did a review on the ZEN Air Phono Preamp. This is a little bit higher end than that one. That one is about 99 bucks from their website. This one is $199. So they're both, I would say, in a similar category, but this one is, billed as the higher end. We're going to take a look at it in a minute. I do want to point out that iFi Audio loans these to me. They ship them to me for review. I ship them back. This is not something I purchased new. The reason I'm pointing that out right here is there's some rattling in the box. Sounds like something rolling from one end to the other. So hopefully it's all intact. I haven't looked at it yet, but we'll take a deeper look at it in just a minute. So it may be something somebody didn't package properly when they sent it back to me, but we'll see. So there's some little dents in the box, little scuffs on the paperwork here. If you've seen my reviews before, I'm not a paperwork guy, so don't really care. I like to kind of dive in and see what it looks like. Yeah, there's a little scuff there on the plastic. Honestly, it looks great. There's nothing going on there. Oh, I see what it is. So there's, excuse me, there's a little tear in the silica gel packet there, so I'll have to take that up for him. But like I said, you'll be getting a new one if you order one, unless you buy on the used market. So, that's not really much of a consideration there. But right away, I can tell you it's a lot heavier than the ZEN Air. A lot heavier. I like that quite a bit. It does have a feature the other one doesn't have. The ZEN Air Phono, it can use either moving magnet or moving coil cartridge. I'm not going to get into what that is. If you don't know, you can look it up. Or if you really want me to go over, I can go over all the nuances of how they work, why they work, what they do. I'll make a separate video for that. I'm not going to get into all the nuances of that here. But if you don't know what cartridge you have, it's a good bet you have a moving magnet cartridge. Mine is set to a moving magnet cartridge. Again, this is not a brand new unit, so I don't know. That may be just how the previous reviewer set it up, or that may be how it comes. But definitely check that out. Make sure it matches the type cartridge you have. It would be best to look up and make sure that you're on the right kind. But this is kind of neat because, like I said, the Air does moving magnet, moving coil. This setting number 1 is moving magnet. Number 2 is moving coil high output. Moving coil low output is number 3. And moving coil V low is number 4. So really interesting because most of the time if you have a high output moving coil cartridge, you may be familiar, you can typically use a moving magnet amp for that, or preamp. So a lot of times people will buy the higher output so they don't have to get a separate preamp. It's kind of neat that they do all those different options there. It may be a little unnecessary for some people, but it's kind of nice if you like to switch around cartridges, or you think maybe in the future you'll invest in a higher end cartridge. You have the ability to do that with this without having to buy a new amp, a new preamp. So that's kind of nice. Got your round plug right here. It unscrews, so you can just put the ground through the hole there, screw it down on it, or it looks like you can use a banana plug on it. I love that feature. I wish every ground could use a banana plug. Most of the time, you're going to set it and forget it. With me, I like to plug and unplug. I change stuff all the time just to test it out. So for me, it'd be so much easier if that was the case. It also has, it looks like, 2 different inputs. So you can, one input from the turntable, 2 outputs. You have your RCA, of course, coming in from the turntable, RCA going out to either another amp or receiver if you're using a receiver. But it also has this balanced output, which is super cool, because if you're using balanced headphones, you have a nicer set of headphones, you're going to want to connect that directly to the balanced input on your amp to get the most out of your headphones. Also, of course, power button clicks really crisp, nice. It also has the subsonic filter. Subsonic filter basically makes it sound more like you're kind of in a stadium, or I guess it's not a stadium, live concert. It's supposed to make it sound more open, more out in front of you, like the musicians are there. So it's going to be interesting to play around with that. And I like that it has looks like it probably has an LED for each of the settings for the cartridge there, so you can kind of see which one it's on. Got the little feet there, keep it from sliding around. You could stack these. I'm going to preach on it. I don't stack them. I don't like to. I do when I test, so people are going to call me out. They always call me out on my videos because I mess around a lot. But I don't like to stack them on the ones that I use long term. I just don't feel like they cool well. I don't feel like they get enough airflow, and they don't last as long that way. They don't perform as well that way. So I don't stack them. I will for the purpose of testing them, because I want to see if they get hot. Because that is a consideration for me. Whenever I buy an amp, I like it to run as cool as possible. So I will, of course, check in on that. Let's see what kind of accessories this comes with. One difference, it does come with the RCA cables. These are purple. I think the other ones I looked at that came with gray, so I guess it's maybe they all come with the purple ones. Maybe they just toss in what they've got, but it's really cool that they come with these cables. These are pretty short. These aren't probably, they aren't probably thinking of using these to connect to your turntable. That'd be further away. This is going to be connecting straight from your Phono Preamp to the amp. But one thing I really like about this is it comes with a power cord, a real power cord. The Air model, again, designed to be more entry level, it comes with a USB-C cable. Nothing wrong with that, but what I hate is I'm always left wondering, did I get the right block? Because I'm just using a block, whatever block that I can find laying around. It's probably for an old iPhone or something. This way, there's no guesswork. It's a little cleaner in your system. It just, to me, it feels like a more permanent fixture in your home. And let's be honest, most of your hi-fi gear is like furniture to you. So I think that is a nice touch. For me alone, that would be worth $100, even though I know these don't cost $100. That means a lot to me. The fact that it's made out of metal instead of plastic means a lot to me. So, if you're torn between the two, you don't know what to decide on, I would certainly look into this more than the Air. Certainly because it's a better build quality being out of metal, made out of metal. But having that plug, I think, is super nice. I don't know why I'm putting it back. I'm going to test it in a minute. But yeah, we'll be testing this here pretty soon. I'm going to test this with my vintage Sansui speakers. I'm also going to plug in the iFi can. So I'm going to test it with that as well, with an exceedingly cheap pair of headphones. I've just got Beats headphones. If you don't like that, you want me to have better headphones, you're welcome to send them to me. So I'm sure I'm going to hear something in the comments, but yeah, just not ready to invest in some headphones yet. I'm going to try to test some before I land on ones I like. But check out my other videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can get more free stuff and do more of this. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you later.